Hey, Vsauce! Michael here. Today is a little different. I'm just going to sit down and talk to you guys because I don't think I've actually done this sort of type of vlog in probably since the first year I've been doing YouTube. The vlog isn't about anything specific. I'm just going to kind of speak about some things that are on my mind. Some stuff that I was thinking about last night and this morning while I was at work and all day because if I'm alone with my thoughts, just ripping out hardwood, you know, doing what I can do to try and keep myself from losing my goddamn mind. So item one on the agenda is today is December 17th, which is probably a day or two before this is getting uploaded, but tomorrow is a Tuesday, and tomorrow is when I'm going to be recording the last few episodes of Ocarina of Time. So you guys are only so far into this series, but I want you to know that I am about to pretty much finish the entire series as a whole, and I can't wait to finally get it out to all you guys. This has been a series that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. We've already talked about this in 300 Sub Special, but I'm very happy that I'm actually finishing it and actually finishing a series on my channel. When I was looking back and looking through my channel the other day, I really realized that, like, I haven't finished a single series on my channel whatsoever, except Unfair Mario, but that was kind of cut short. I didn't have an actual conclusion. I just finished the video without realizing that I beat the game, but the problem was I recorded an entire episode after that trying to play through the level, and it just didn't work out that way. Anyway, this is not what's on the topic of discussion for today. Today we're going to be talking about some other things that have been on my mind. A lot of it has been about like motivation and inspiration and that sort of things, and just kind of stuff to do that kind of find your happiness.
Oh, wait! Dude, what are you doing? You're like 15 years old. Are you fucking nuts? You're in no place to determine what happiness is or what motivation is, because you're fucking stupid!
Now, yes, it's true. I am a young teenager, so a lot of what people might disregard this entire video as just like, oh, just some teenager talking a bunch of shit, just ranting about shit out of his mind. But the thing is, I've really been thinking about this, and I feel like I have shit that I want to get off my mind to you people. Now, by all means, this video isn't supposed to be some stupid inspirational video to try and get you guys out there to start doing things, because we have a small community. I'm not really going to do anything about that, but I just want to kind of share my sort of thoughts on this so you guys get more of a view of who I am as a human being and how I've changed from the last time I think I've shared an opinion, or like 2 years ago or something. Oh, that was nice. Now, motivation or inspiration is a very tough topic. It's not as tough as the other thing I'm going to talk about in this video, but basically, I've been really thinking about it, and I've really dumbed it down to a few things. You can't get motivated as easily just from watching inspirational videos or other stupid shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong, you can be inspired by these people and want to do this, but what motivates you to get there is your own self-discipline and your own body. We'll take me as an example. Last year in September, as a lot of you may know, I broke my collarbone, and since then I've had a metal plate here for over a year now. Back then, I was very out of shape. I didn't even start going to the gym. I didn't even think about going to the gym at that point. I had no inspiration to do that. Now, granted, I always wanted to get in shape, but it just didn't work. Now you see, this lovely photo right there shows exactly what I looked like in January of just this year. You could notice the gut and how tiny my body was, and I wasn't in shape whatsoever. Now, I didn't watch any inspirational video or any motivational video to get inspired to go to the gym. I was sick and tired of how I looked, how I felt. It was draining my mental state. It was making me depressed, and I hated looking in a mirror. So I wanted to change something. And that's exactly what I did. I started going to the gym. I've been going, not regularly because it's been kind of tough since it's 40 minutes out from where I live, but I've been taking this as seriously as I can, and I'm motivating myself. I don't watch videos to try and get motivated to go and work out. I watch workout videos because that's what I enjoy, because working out is my passion, okay? It's definitely not a dream to be in a Mr. Olympia competition or the World's Strongest Man competition. That's not what I'm going for. I'm just going for to get stronger and better myself as a person and better my body. I've made improvements. I have definitely made improvements. I went from going to the gym not knowing anything. I tried to pick up a 25-pound dumbbell and try to do a single curl, okay? And there was nothing. My arms were tiny. I would flex and it would just be flat. Like this. My regular arms, just flat. And now it's huge now. My arms are huge, and that's only because I have been making myself work hard for this. I didn't get inspired or get motivated, because the only thing that can motivate you is yourself. Now, I know what I'm saying may seem a little brash or may seem a little unrealistic, considering some people, I understand, can't motivate themselves because they're that low. But the thing is, you can, and you know you can. Everyone hits rock bottom at some point in their lives. Rock bottom is fine. Everyone's been there. Or if you haven't, you will get there at some point in your life. I hit rock bottom back in January when I was at my worst. Had a metal plate, couldn't do anything. I had to sit down on my ass and do literally nothing. And I hated it. I hated not doing anything. I'm the type of man who needs to work. I need to be doing things. I can't sit down and not do anything. That's why the job I work at, installing hardwood, is probably, I wouldn't necessarily call it a dream job, but it is a job that I want to keep and I will keep as long as I can. But you see, people will tell themselves, oh, I can't, oh my god, how am I gonna do something? I can't motivate myself, I'm too mentally drained. Listen, you can. Anyone can, and I know you can. If I was able to dig myself out of the hole that I was in and start working out and getting better for myself, feeling better. I eat like a slob, so it's not like I'm gonna get a ripped six-pack, but I'm feeling better because I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger. And I know you can. Because no matter how far down the rabbit hole you are, you can always pick yourself back up and climb out. No matter how hard of a struggle it is, no matter how hard it is, you can. And I know you can because every human being has the power to do so. No matter how mentally drained you are, no matter how depressed you are, because I've been there. I've been suicidal. I have self-harmed. I have done all these things that you can think of. I have scars on my hands and my legs just from self-harm because I have been the lowest a human could probably go. I've attempted suicide. I have tried all these things, but it wasn't until I sat down and was realistic with myself and told myself that, look, these are what's going on, and if you want to get better, you need to try and do whatever you can to get better. Now, whether that's getting help by talking to a therapist, getting on any sort of antidepressants, you should do that. If there is any chance that you can help yourself, do it. If talking to a therapist or talking to someone, I know how hard it is to talk about these sort of things. I know how hard it is to get it out to the real world because it's so deep inside you and it's so personal. You don't want to tell people you're not okay because then people worry and that's the last thing you want. Or, even if it is, it doesn't matter. To each their own, everybody is different. But even though I say that everyone's different, everyone is the same in the way that you can pick yourself back up no matter how far you go down. Because I was there. I was as far down as I can. Now, I'm not making millions of dollars. This isn't an inspirational speech saying, oh, just work hard and you can make millions of dollars. Because I'll get to that in a second because I have a ton to talk about that because I just think it's all bullshit. But listen, I have been going to the gym for close to a year now. I've been going for 10 months. I haven't noticed a huge difference except for the fact that a lot of the fat in my gut is gone. A lot of the fat was replaced with muscle, and I just generally feel better with myself. Now, I'm not saying you should go work out, because that may not make you happy. Some people just can't go working out, but it's certainly a really good thing to do. Working out, going to the gym, is my safe place. It's where I go to get away from the stresses of relationships, of school, of just work, of literally everything that could be on the mind of a teenager or even an adult. Working out, it's only you, and the only thing you're doing at the gym is bettering yourself. And that's why I think going to the gym is so important. That's why it's so important to me, because every time I'm there, the only thing I'm focused on is getting better, is improving myself. Granted, I have woken up times where I still feel depressed. I have woken up when my mental illnesses have still kicked back into overdrive. I haven't necessarily self-harmed in a long time, but it doesn't mean I haven't thought about it. It doesn't mean I've come close. If you think that you can just have a cure for mental illnesses like this, you're doing it wrong. You're being unrealistic. Because the thing is, it's a mental illness. It does not ever go away. The only thing you can do is to fight it day by day and try and beat it. You will win the war if you actually try to fight the battles. If you sit down and tell yourself, oh, I can't do this, or
Oh man, I'm so tired. I'm just so done. I'm so done with everything. I just wanna go home, curl up, and let the world fade away.
You're doing it wrong. Because I have said this before and I'll say it again. If you are not willing to help yourself, no matter how many antidepressants you're on, no matter how many therapists you talk to, you will not get better. The point I'm trying to make is if you do not try to help yourself, if you try and rely on other people, you're not going to get anywhere. Because people can only open the door for you, but you have to walk through it. People can turn the car on, but you have to put it in gear and drive it. Because antidepressants and therapists will only get you so far. If you rely on them 100% and try to expect them to cure you, that's never going to happen. But I can tell you what is going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to keep relying on people more and more, but you're only going to get worse. Your mental state is going to get worse, 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 and even worse, no matter what you do. If you sit in bed every night and just say like, oh, it's in their hands now. Let's just see if these antidepressants can cure me. You're doing it wrong, and you're just going to end up getting to a point where you won't even want to talk to therapists anymore. You won't want to take your depressants, and God knows how much further you will go. Now, the next thing on my mind is this whole, oh, if you have a dream, you can do it. Just work hard, and you can do it. You hear it from all these people on YouTube and social media who are famous. All these YouTubers, these Jake Paul and Logan Paul and fucking Viners and shit, trying to explain to you that, oh, if you have a dream, it doesn't matter what it is, if you want it, you can get it, because nothing is impossible. But you're not thinking. You're thinking about it wrong. That's all bullshit. Because look at it this way. Yes, if you want to fulfill your dream, they're not wrong when they're saying hard work and determination will get you the results. But if you cannot be honest with yourself and really tell yourself what you're good at, you're not going to achieve any of these dreams. I don't try to be the bearer of bad news. I don't try to be a buzzkill. But you need to be realistic with yourself. Because look, if your dream is to be some social media star, no matter how much hard work and determination, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Because you don't know how many people out there just got lucky. Every YouTuber that got famous basically just got lucky. Look at it this way. If your dream is so, like, messed up, but, like, people tell you that no matter how hard you work, you can do it. Okay, but have you ever seen a person with no legs jump 2 feet in the air? No. If you have no legs, or if you're paralyzed from the waist down or in a wheelchair, and your goal is to run a marathon or a 100-meter dash, or your goal is to go pole vaulting, but you're in a wheelchair, that's unrealistic. You can't physically do that. Just like if your dream is to get famous by singing but you're tone deaf, you can't sing. You can't get famous by singing. Because if you're tone deaf, teaching with all these things on the internet of how to get better at singing will only get you so far. Again, I don't mean to be the least motivational person out there. What I'm trying to say is, yes, if your dream is to be something, you can do it, but you can do it if it's realistic. You need to have this honest conversation with yourself. You need to sit down and tell yourself, what am I good at? What can I get better at? Because some things you're born with, some things you can get better at, but some things you should just let it be. Me, example, there's no way in hell I would ever be able to get better at singing no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much yes, some people will say, nothing is impossible, it's okay, nothing is impossible, you can do it if you want. That's not how it works. Because if my voice is not capable of hitting high notes, or my voice is not capable of sounding nice, I will never be a famous singer. I'm sick and tired of all these motivational speakers telling everyone, telling the media, telling you guys that it's just like, hey, look at it this way, man. Look. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. If you got a dream, no matter what it is, just hard work, and you can do it, because nothing is impossible, okay? You can do it. No, you can't. Because some people should just not be famous. Now, yes, I understand. You'll hear all these success stories of people starting from nothing and getting this whole thing, like Eminem, for example. But not everyone will get as lucky as he did. Not everyone will live the same life he did. And not everyone will have the same success as he did. Just like if you want to be as famous as Jake Paul, you're not going to get as famous as Jake Paul. Because if you're not some
super hot Viner who, oh my gosh, smack cam!
that's unrealistic. What I'm trying to say is if you cannot sit with yourself and have an honest conversation with yourself of, what am I good at? What are my skills? You're not going to get anywhere. Because luck can only get you so far. Hard work can only get you so far. Because like I said, if you're just not meant to do something, you're never going to do that thing. Now anyway, that's about all the bullshit I have to spew out to all you people. Fucking... Motherfucker! Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a little back and forth. It's not something that I usually make, because my content is usually always just, how immature can one person get? But like I said, this is shit that's been on my mind that I've been thinking about for the past couple of days, and today specifically, so I wanted to make this video. Anyways, I mean, I get it's the end of 2017 anyway. Merry Christmas, guys, alright? Happy holidays, Merry Chrysler, whatever the fuck you want. And as always, thanks for watching, you motherfucker!